All right, according to my clock, I have 60 seconds to deliver a meaningful, impactful homily. I got some encouragement to keep going here. Listen, I won't keep you long, but I do have something really important to drop into your spirit. You know how easy it is to do things when other people are cheering you on? I mean, if you see a weightlifter in the weight room and they're working out by themselves, they might not do their personal best, but if they got 3 of their buddies around them, you got it, go, go, go. It gives you a surge of adrenaline that you didn't have before, and suddenly you're pushing that weight harder, faster than you ever thought you could. When people are cheering you on, you can do things that you didn't think were possible before. When we live in a Christian community like we do now on this Confirmation Sunday, where we're celebrating being enmeshed and embedded within a committed Christian community, I want to give you 3 quick ideas that when you are in Christian community, when you're committed and a member within Christian community, you're going to go higher than you ever thought you could go. You're going to go faster than you ever thought you could go. And you're not going to quit when things get hard. And I'm going to give you 3 track vignettes, real quick, to support that in this whole running the race of faith imagery that's given to us in Hebrews chapter 12, as we read before. The first vignette is a personal one. Anybody in here run track and field in high school? A few of you, okay, I see some hands. When I was a freshman in high school, they announced tryouts, and I nudged my friend in math class and I said, hey, wouldn't it be hilarious if we went out for pole vaulting? And he said, yeah, that kind of would be ironically funny. Let's do it. Who pole vaults anyway in the world? So after school, I showed up for pole vaulting, and my buddy bailed on me. I was the only one. I said, yeah, coach, I'm here for pole vaulting. He said, are you sure you're here for pole vaulting? I guess so. And what started as a joke ended up being a 4-year commitment to this sport. And track and field is so fun because you have your individual sport event, but you're part of a larger team, and the points that you earn help your team win the whole thing. So you have these times when the teams are close, the rest of the team begins to cheer on their teammates at their individual event because those 3 points, those 2 points could help the whole team win. What you end up getting is a cloud of witnesses around you that are cheering you on to go. I'm proud to say that I still have my high school record at 12 feet for pole vaulting. Now, thank you, but before you clap or are impressed at all, you should know that the reason I still hold my high school record is because they discontinued the program. But my name's still on the wall, Lucas Ramirez, 12 feet. I remember these moments. You have to run at a very narrow pathway with a 15-foot pole at top speed towards a pit, and you have to drop the pole, your left arm as strong as possible. You pull down with your right, and you have to invert your body completely upside down, kick up, and then as you're going over, do a 180, push the pole back, and you hope that you're going to land on the pads. And my team, in moments when the points really mattered, they would line up on either side, or they knew I was on the cusp of potentially breaking the school record, they would line both sides. And you know what the slow clap is? Lucas, and it gets faster and faster and faster, and man, it would pump me up. I could go higher than I ever thought I could when I had other people cheering me on, saying, go man, we believe in you, you got this. And I did. I went higher than I ever thought I could because I had a cloud of witnesses cheering me on. Who you surround yourself with dramatically impacts the outcomes of your life. There's another story, another track vignette to follow the Hebrews 12 metaphor of running the race. And this is for Eliud Kipchoge. He's a Kenyan Olympic marathoner. And Nike and other people set out to try to break the 2-hour threshold for the marathon. It had never been done. Can a human run over 26 miles in under 2 hours? Is it physically possible? Nike put a team of people together, and they didn't do it the first time around. And then this other time, as early as 2019, so not very long ago, the threshold was finally broken. He ran 4.5-minute splits, miles, for 26 miles. I can't even do 1 mile in 4.5 minutes. Maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know. He did that for 26 miles. So he went faster than he ever thought he could go, and it didn't count for the world record. Why? He had a team of 41 other runners that were running with him, handing him water, handing him energy gel drinks, pacing him, helping him keep up speed. So one would get tired, the other one would come up. No, you got to keep this level. You got to keep this fast. So he ran faster than he ever thought he could. Why? He had a cloud of witnesses supporting him. There's another beautiful Olympic moment. This one is a little further back. It's an iconic Olympic moment, 1992. And I wish I could show you the video. We played it at the 9 o'clock service. In 1992, Derek Redmond was a British sprinter. He ran the 400-meter dash. If you don't know what that is, it's one lap around the track, and you got to go as fast as you possibly can. And all the years of preparation and losing sleep for training and eating all the right foods and the dietary trainings and the coaches and the workouts were all building up to this one moment. And the gun went off, and here go these dudes. I mean, Olympic-level athletes, sprinting, fast, strong. The best performant peak that they have been probably in their whole lives. And about 3/4 into the race, boom, his hamstring pops. Can you believe the feeling? The frustration, the anger, all of these years. Are you kidding me? Why? In this moment, in this race, all I needed was for you to work for 50 seconds. And here comes this moment of difficulty. And he just goes down, trying to absorb the moment. And then as the cameras are surrounding him, he pops back up and he starts to limp to the finish line. In good Olympic fashion, he wanted to finish the race. And you may have seen this. This is a famous moment. His father comes running down from the stands. And as soon as he puts his arm around his son, the son this is an adult athlete man, collapses into his father's neck in tears. So heartbroken. But together, they get to the finish line, to the end. And it's this moment as if it was life, where life sometimes is going to throw you difficulties. At the moment you want it least, you're going to pop the hamstring and suddenly get the unexpected diagnosis that you just never wanted, or a friend loss, a conflict that seems they cannot have a resolution. Whatever challenge life throws at you, and it's our God the Father comes alongside of us and says, I'm with you, son, I'm with you, daughter, you're not alone. But we're not just alone because God's with us. We have, the Bible tells us, an arena full of witnesses that are saying, don't stop, keep going. We know it's hard. We see that it's hard. I see you in your difficulty, but God is with you, and so am I. That's Christian community. That's what the church is all about. So when I encourage people to come to church and be committed in church, it's not just because I want the attendance rolls to look good. No, it's for you. It's for your blessing, because I know that this is the vehicle through which God gives us a cloud of witnesses, that we slow clap for each other. When it gets hard for you, you've got an arena full of people, confirmands, who are going to go, let's go. Don't quit. Go higher than you ever thought you could go. Go faster than you ever thought you could go. And when it gets tough, we're going to be there with you, cheering you on. The cloud of witnesses is not just the heroes that have gone before us. It's the ones sitting next to you right now. The one sitting in front of you in the pew, the one sitting behind you in your pew. And guess what? You get to receive the cheerleading, but you get to do some cheerleading too. Some of your fellow members, Becky Manley and Tim Rude, they run Fierce Creative Strategy. They help us put together an unbelievably beautiful new asset for us as a church. They're sprinkled out within the church. Can you, if you got one in front of you, can you pull this out? We are all running a race. We are all on a path. And some of us are in different stages of the race. Some of us are a little further along. Some of us are just getting started. But you've heard me talk about being an engaged member at Wesley. And what we've tried to outline for you here in this beautiful fashion, thank you all so much for your amazing work, is how to keep going. Hebrews 12 says, keep your eyes focused on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of your faith. If you're looking at him, you're walking towards him. But sometimes we lose track, we turn around, we get distracted by the world. No, the Hebrews 12 says, put off the sins that distract you. Put off the things that hold you back from your race. Walk the path. Run the race. What does it look like to run the race? This isn't designed to be prescriptive for you or just religious activity. These are just the markers of not just a member, an engaged member. My heart and desire and passion for you to be personally passionate about the mission and vision of the church. I desire for you to be regularly attending our events or Sunday morning church services, but that's just a piece of your spiritual growth. I desire for you to be involved in a small group. I desire for you to be investing in worshiping God through financial giving and service of your time. You start doing those 5 things, you are an engaged, growing church member. And guess who receives the benefits? Your community does, and so do you. I'm going to close with this. As you think about this path, I'd love for you to think about, where am I on this path? Am I a seedling? Am I rooted? Am I a tree bearing fruit? I don't know where you are. And wherever you are, I want you to know that's okay. Wherever you are is okay. But my job isn't to walk the path for you. My job is to be one of the cloud of witnesses cheering you on. Therefore, I want you to own your own. Everybody say, own your own. You gotta own your own journey. I can't walk the path for you. Your husband can't walk the path for you. Your wife can't walk the path for you. Your grandma can't walk the path for you. Nobody can walk the path for you. It's your path. What we can do is encourage you, cheer you on, slow clap for you so you can go higher, faster, and not quit when it gets hard. I'm going to close with this scripture. Hebrews 10, 24, 25. And let us consider how to stir one another up to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another more and more as the day draws near.